Alex, you're a coach of your kids' sports team, so you know how important training and practice is. But our next guest takes that to a whole other level. He's a Pittsburgh native and former pro basketball player who now helps coach and mentor players from across the country at a place called the Scoring Factory. But Coach Ian Johnson is also an author who shares his very personal story in his book, The Bounce and Echo. And that's the story of Johnson's personal journey in pro sports and a really important message on mental health concern and stigmas in sports. And we are really happy to have Ian with us today. Welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me after the last two segments. I think I'm hungry and thirsty.
He's hungry and thirsty.
I think I can still talk.
Well, we first want to talk about your book. Why did you want to write it and share your story and get this message across to all athletes?
So when I talk about my book, I like to say it's not so much a memoir of my basketball career as it is a story of my experiences playing basketball. And what I mean by that is that there aren't many statistics in the book, and while they follow along from season to season, from my highs and my lows, it's more an examination of certain themes that I experienced while playing that are very sadly underrepresented in sports media today. So some of those themes would include the way sports impacts mental health, the way that athletes can over-identify with their sports in unhealthy ways, and the struggles and challenges that these issues create for athletes as they try to transition away from their sports or are kicked out of their sports or suffer a career-ending injury and have to, enter the real world, as athletes call it. If I can say one more thing,
Absolutely.
although the book is somewhat of an indictment of sporting culture today, it is also very much a celebration of sports, basketball in particular, the beauty of the game, the fascinating history of the game. I read a lot about that, and also the ways that we've used basketball in the past, the ways that basketball is being used now, and the ways that we can continue to use basketball to spread positive ideas and messages.
Yeah, and I know you have read the book, Alex, correct?
I've read the book. It's an amazing story. Ian, I met Ian a few years ago. My wife met him and approached him in a parking lot and said, "Do you play basketball?" That's a true story.
He's got a great family. He's got a great family.
So Ian, my kids have gone to the Scoring Factory for a few years as well. But again, while they've become better basketball players, my kids have become better kids, better humans, and I'd love to just drop my kids off and leave them with Ian for a couple of weeks.
Great kids. I love working with them.
Yeah, and that's what. So, and you help so many kids coaching at the Scoring Factory. What is it like there day to day? What do the kids learn other than sports?
So the Scoring Factory was founded in 2009 by a guy named Pete Strobel, and at the time he was basically doing workouts in backyards. In the past decade, we've grown to have an annual youth academy. We do clinics year-round. We have private training like his sons sometimes participate in. And as we've grown, we've had a number of internal conversations about the themes that I mentioned in your first question. And we've had to look ourselves in the eye and say, how are we going to walk the walk? And so we've done instituted a number of different things, I guess you could say, in our programs to try to address those. So for example, in our youth academy, we don't have set teams. So each week when the players show up for their games, they're on a different team. And what that does, it forces kids to learn to cooperate with different players. They're playing with players that don't look like them, that don't talk like them, that drive different cars than them, that come from different neighborhoods. And we feel that fosters an environment of cooperation and community.
And what I've seen too is, and I've seen this through youth sports going through it, I'm pretty passionate about it, is it's not all about winning and losing. It's about improving. It's about being kind and nice to others that are different. It's being a good teammate. And like one of the first things they taught my kids is look me in the eye when I'm talking to you. Not that I didn't teach them that, but that was very impressive when I first got there. That when Ian was talking to my son Ike, the first thing he asked for is look me in the eyes when I'm talking to you, and that's really important.
It's very important, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're an elite level college player, you're a professional player, European professional player, like you're going to get your workouts in the correct level. But with the younger players, we try to take off some of that external pressure, try to encourage our kids to stay off social media during water breaks, that kind of stuff. I want to commend Stage AE for having the concert. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really cool. And that's what I wanted to ask you. What is the age range that you offer this to? Kids of all ages?
So I've been approached by parents with kids as young as 5, and I've had to say, you know what, your kid is too young. He should probably be outside just playing in the woods if he can, playing games. So we tend to work with kids elementary school if they're ready for it, on up through NBA European professionals.
Wow. And I do have to say too, We were chatting yesterday about the show today, and he has wonderful things to say about you, Alex, and vice versa. But I thought it was pretty cool.
Still you money for that.
It was pretty cool too. So you went to Davidson,
Right.
You graduated in 2006, broke a ton of records there. But you also just missed Steph Curry. That's pretty cool. He was right.
Yeah, I did get a chance to meet him, and he's a fantastic young individual. He's very self-aware, and he's the kind of guy that we want to help raise as coaches in the Scoring Factory.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Eden, and thank you, Alex, for setting this up.
It has
was
been
really
my
cool.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Well, for more information on Coach Ian Johnson's book, The Bounce and the Echo, and also on the Scoring Factory, you could go to PittsburghTodayLive.com. We have the links posted for you there.